This channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have miniatures, accessories, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. They currently have a Halloween sale going. This channel is proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out the link to their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Uncharted Seas, a pseudo-historical RPG of maritime explorations in the Age of Discovery. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and make sure that you check out their contest as well. Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Beacon core book. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this Final Fantasy inspired tabletop RPG, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about combat play. Combat scenes are tactical rules-heavy parts of the game, and the main focus of Beacon. By default, there are two sides in every combat scene, the player characters and the non-player characters. Combat in Beacon is composed of a few different units of time: scenes, rounds, phases, and turns. A scene is an entire combat, from beginning to end. Once the fighting is over, the scene ends. Each combat scene is made up of a number of rounds, each of which is split into 8 distinct phases. At the end of the 8th phase, the round ends and another round begins. Each character takes 1 turn per round, taken during one of that round's phases. The action they take on their turn determines which phase they act in. On their turn, a character can perform their standard movement, 1 standard action, 1 minor action, and any number of free actions within reason. Most non-player characters only take 1 turn per round, but some non-player characters might take multiple turns. The players and the Game Master's non-player characters take turns on an alternating basis, with priority going to whichever side hasn't acted most recently. The player characters generally take the first turn on the first round of a combat scene. When multiple player characters want to take a turn at the same time, the player characters decide their order, and if an agreement can't be made, the Game Master will decide, hopefully within context. Phases are the various stages of the round during which the characters can act, as each action can only be performed in a specific phase. For example, characters can only defend during phase 1, bolster, and can only grapple in phase 5, brawl. At the beginning of each phase, the side whose turn it is to act can nominate a character to take a turn, as long as they haven't already taken one this round. Once they've taken their turn, the other side may nominate a character, and so on. Once all characters that want to take a turn during a given phase have done so, the next phase begins. Now, concerning the battlefield, combat scenes in Beacon are played out on a battle map that uses either square or hex-shaped spaces. Either is fine. The battlefield is 2-dimensional, it is flat, with no vertical spaces. However, there are several mechanisms to represent height advantages, like a character's size and the flying status. Information transparency is important in combat scenes. The players should always know the non-player character types and templates for all enemies, the locations of enemies on the map at all times, regardless of line of sight or whether they are hidden or invisible, the conditions and statuses of all enemies, the battle plan and all relevant goals, the locations of all traps, the mechanics of any abilities or items that non-player characters use. Other information is restricted unless a beacon has a specific way to access it. This includes the ability scores and attributes of non-player characters and the specific features they have equipped. Certain abilities, like the lore book support item, can provide access to restricted information. Combat scenes end when all enemies are defeated, or when the combat's objective has been achieved. At the end of a combat scene, all effects, conditions, statuses, and combat resources such as temp, HP, or focus go away unless explicitly stated. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to take a look at things such as phases and turns, in depth. As you can see, it is structured like a video game. Just like in a video game, you would move your cursor or some sort of pointer to obtain specific information, but not all of it. It is the same here. But you definitely need to handle things in character in order not to break the immersion, or perhaps mention some things in a very surreal video game style of way, such as I move my cursor over the enemy in front of me to obtain this or that information. And similar ways of handling things in an immersive way, despite the video game tropes. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member and enjoying exclusive tabletop RPG tips. You can also use the super thanks button and check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.